Good morning and Assalamu alaikum. I'm Asiya Hafiz, your science teacher. Today we will start our lecture on the topic energy. Energy is defined as the ability to do work, which is the ability to exert force causing displacement of an object. It is what allows any sort of change or movement to occur. Energy is a physical quantity and is measured in the unit of joule, named after the English scientist James Prescott Joule. All around us, we can see, hear, feel the effect of energy. We can use energy when we kick a ball, ride a bicycle, light a bulb, or use TV or computer. Water falling down a 148-meter high Turbella Dam on the Indus River has enough energy to turn enormous electrical generators. Humans get energy from food. If you miss breakfast, you may feel very weak by the end of the morning. A car gets its energy from petrol, diesel, oil, or electricity. When its tank run dry or its battery dies, the car stops. It has run out of energy or lost of ability to move. Forms of energy. Energy exists in many forms, which are basically different way in which energy can be stored. The sun is the main source of energy. All forms of energy can be grouped into two major forms: kinetic energy and potential energy. Potential energy is the incident stored energy and the energy that things have to due to their position or change in shape. Its type are elastic, gravitational, nuclear, and chemical. Potential energy. Kinetic energy is the energy of object due to its motion. All moving object has kinetic energy. Heat, electrical, sound, and light energy are forms of kinetic energy. Potential energy. There are different forms of potential energy. Gravitational potential energy. If we lift an object above the ground, it gains potential energy known as gravitational potential energy. The amount of energy stored in a raised body depends upon its mass, how high above the ground it is, and how much the gravity is pulled on it. Elastic potential energy. It is the energy that is stored in compressed or stretched spring or elastic or rubber. It is also known as strain energy. A stretched rubber band can do work when released. So can a compressed spring. Both have elastic potential energy. Chemical potential energy. When a fuel burns, its energy is released by chemical reaction. The energy stored in the fuel is called chemical potential energy. Batteries also store chemical potential energy. Food is also stored in a stored form of chemical energy. Without it, your body cannot work. Nuclear potential energy is released in two ways: nuclear fission and nuclear fusion reaction. In nuclear fission, the strong forces between the particles of heavy elements such as uranium break and the atom is split apart. This releases energy. Another way to release nuclear energy is called nuclear fusion. Nuclear fusion occurs when atoms of light elements such as hydrogen join together. This is result in the release of energy and is also how the sun gives out huge amount of light and heat, some of which reaches the earth. Nuclear energy can be used for either peaceful purpose such as producing electricity or for military purpose in nuclear weapons or to power nuclear submarines. Kinetic energy is the energy possessed by an object due to its motion. It is the energy that an object has because it is moving. Any moving object, large or small, has kinetic energy. The faster an object moves, the more kinetic energy it has. If a fast moving truck loaded with bricks goes out of control, it may leave the road and knock down several trees or even building before it comes to stop. The kinetic energy of the wind is captured by windmill or wind turbine. The movement of millions of fast moving particles of air pushing around the sail of the windmill or the blades of the wind turbine. Heat energy. Heat energy, also known as the thermal energy, is really the effect of movement of particle. If we heat a substance, we make its particle move faster. Heat flow from hotter thing to the cooler things. Hotter objects contain more energy. Heat energy can be generated by friction such as rubbing hand or rubbing the tires against the surface of the road. Heat can be used to do work. For example, a truck moves when petrol or diesel oil is burned or to produce heat in its engine. Electrical energy. The electrical current is a flow of tiny charged particles called electrons through conductor or wires. Electron can transfer energy from one place to another place in a conductor. For example, electrons can transfer energy from a battery to a light bulb. They have electrical potential energy or electrical energy. Some of our electricity comes from the batteries and solar cell, but most of the energy comes from the generator. Generator require an outside source of energy such as steam, wind or water to drive the turbine and generate electricity. Light energy. Light energy is a form of energy created by light waves. All illumination object gives off light energy. Most of light energy comes from the sun. Other natural sources of light include the stars, lightning and the fire, bulbs, torch, etc. are the example of artificial sources of light. Light energy is crucial for the life as plants depend on it for the photosynthesis. It also enables us to see through our eyes. Sound energy. Like heat and like light energy, sound energy also travel in waves. Sound energy can be sensed with our ears. It is produced when objects such as our vocal cord, piano or guitar string or the moving part of the car engine vibrates. The sound waves travel through the air to our ears. Energy transformation. All form of energy can be transferred into the other form of energy. A change from one form of energy to another is called energy transformation. Some energy changes involve single transformation while the other involve many transformations. When you exercise, you are changing the chemical energy in your food you eat into kinetic energy, but some energy is lost in the surrounding as heat, which is the way of you sweat. But if you add the energy wasted as heat to the total kinetic energy you produced in your body, the total of the same or as the amount of energy provided by your body. Energy conversion. The law of conversion of energy states that the energy can neither be created nor be destroyed. This means that the one form of energy simply changes into the other form or move from place to place. If a ball is thrown from a certain height, in order to bounce it, its energy will keep changing from potential to kinetic until it comes to the rest as it falls. The energy converts from potential energy to kinetic energy after the bounce. This was all about today's lecture. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.